let's focus on the defense. Who will be Mexico's center-back pairing? Now, Mal, last week you said it was going to be Johan Vasquez, and then in these two games, he gets the big, fat, hairy, ugly DNP, did not play. So what do you think it'll be?
Yeah, I mean, last week, I told you who I would start.
Yes.
Now the question is who will start? And I have to go with Cesar Montes and Héctor Moreno, because that is clearly Tata Martino's favorite pairing at center back for the Mexican national team. I disagree. I think you have to start either Néstor Araujo or Johan Vasquez. Now
you said Araujo and Vasquez last week. This is totally the opposite of what you want.
Totally the opposite. And I'm just a commentator. Tata Martino is a very experienced manager who probably knows more football than me. Fine. But I just have to go with what I see. And what I see is recently, Cesar Montes has barely played. And if you go back, because let's remember, Cesar Montes and Héctor Moreno are teammates in Monterrey. Victor Manuel Bucetich doesn't even think that's their best pair at center back at his own club. Yet, Gerardo Martino, for some reason, believes they are. Again, I would start Néstor Araujo and Johan Vasquez. That's only me. And the fact that Johan Vasquez played 0 minutes in the last international break tells me everything I need to know of what Tata Martino thinks of him. But I would still insist that Néstor Araujo, right now, 30 years old, he's the best center back in the best club in the Mexican League right now. He should start next to, and this is just resignation, Héctor Moreno.
Cesar Montes is the best center back Mexico has today. Johan Vasquez may be the biggest name that everybody was excited about at the U23 level, and then he made a Serie A move, and everybody was still excited about him and kept clamoring and yelling and exigiendo Tata Martino bring in Johan Vasquez. But the reality is, Tata Martino doesn't care for Johan Vasquez. He played very little in World Cup qualifying. In fact, the very few times he did play were Mexico's worst moments. Moments against Canada, moments against the U.S. That was when Johan Vasquez was on the field. So he doesn't have that equity built in with Tata. That's not what I feel. That's what Tata has shown us. That's what we've seen because Johan Vasquez doesn't get on the field. Who do we want to see? It doesn't matter. Because the reality is, I would love to see, I know they're different profiles, but I would love to see Néstor Araujo and Cesar Montes. I think, as Mao stated, we're going to get Héctor Moreno and Cesar Montes. The profiles are very important, even though he's not even asking these guys to play out of the back cleanly. He's going to drop in Edson Alvarez or Guardado, as we saw versus Colombia. But at some point, the leadership of Moreno, the aerial ability, and Cesar Montes' physical attributes, when you are stuck and pinned in behind the likes of Poland and Argentina, are going to come into play.
All right, I actually agree with Herc here for once. I think Cesar Montes is, for me, the best of the lot by far. I think he should definitely start. I have never had a huge amount of faith in Araujo. And actually, based on what we saw from Héctor Moreno over the last 2 games, I saw some character, some leadership, some yelling at guys. So I feel like maybe that's something that Mexico needs.
He can yell from the bench. That's fine. He can scream from the bench. Same effect.
So there we have a big question mark for Tata Martino as we focus in on the center of the Mexican defense.